As we age, the joints in our body undergo changes that often go unnoticed until movement begins to feel restricted. Cartilage becomes thinner, the synovial fluid that lubricates our joints diminishes slightly, and the surrounding muscles may weaken or fail to activate efficiently. These changes are not inevitable signs of decline, but reflections of how our bodies respond to use or lack thereof over the decades. One of the most significant contributors to joint discomfort and limited mobility after 60 is the inability of muscles to stabilize the joints properly. This is where isometric holds reveal their profound value. By engaging muscles without movement, isometric exercises retrain the body to support joints in a controlled and sustainable manner. When a joint moves, the forces acting upon it are distributed between bones, cartilage, ligaments, and muscles. In younger individuals, strong and responsive muscles can absorb a significant portion of these forces, protecting the joint structures. After 60, however, muscles surrounding key joints, such as the knees, hips, shoulders, and spine, often lose coordination. Even if the muscles themselves are not atrophied, the timing and recruitment of fibers may falter. This imbalance means that the joint surfaces endure more stress than they are designed to handle, leading to discomfort, stiffness, and eventually reduced mobility. Isometric holds address this problem directly. By holding a muscle in contraction without movement, the body is trained to recruit fibers steadily, creating a protective muscle brace around the joint. Take the example of a wall sit. In this position, the quadriceps and glutes are engaged continuously to maintain knee and hip alignment. No up-and-down movement is required, yet the muscles are learning to sustain contraction in a way that stabilizes the joints. This sustained engagement is key because it mirrors the support muscles provide during everyday activities, such as walking, standing from a chair, or climbing stairs. The nervous system is learning when and how to activate these muscles in response to joint load, a skill that is often diminished with age. Over time, the body becomes more efficient at distributing stress across the joints, which reduces strain on cartilage and ligaments and mitigates pain during ordinary movement. Isometric holds also strengthen muscles in positions that are functionally relevant for seniors. Unlike dynamic exercises that may focus on a limited range of motion, isometrics allow the body to train in angles where stabilization is most needed. For instance, holding a seated leg extension engages the quadriceps precisely when the knee is under the greatest load during activities like standing or ascending stairs.
Yes.
This specificity reinforces the joint's ability to withstand stress in real-life situations rather than in abstract gym exercises. As a result, the joint becomes less vulnerable to sudden shocks, uneven weight distribution, or compensatory movements that can lead to injury. Furthermore, the mental focus required for isometric work enhances the connection between brain and muscle. After 60, neuromuscular communication can decline subtly, and the timing of muscle activation may become slower. Holding a position demands sustained attention, teaching the nervous system to coordinate fibers more efficiently. Over weeks and months, this training builds a foundation of joint protection that is deeply integrated rather than temporary, creating a quiet but powerful change in how the body moves and responds to daily stress. By retraining the muscles to stabilize the joint steadily, isometric holds act as a preventative and restorative practice. They teach the body to absorb force intelligently, reduce wear on cartilage, and distribute stress evenly, which allows mobility to return naturally. The muscles remember their role, and the joints regain their resilience, not through motion alone, but through sustained engagement and mindful tension. Tendons are often the overlooked heroes of movement, quietly transmitting the forces generated by muscles to bones, allowing us to walk, reach, lift, and balance with ease. Yet, as we age, these connective tissues undergo changes that reduce their elasticity and strength. Collagen fibers may become stiffer, blood flow to the tendons decreases, and their ability to remodel under stress slows. Sudden dynamic movements, especially in individuals who are not regularly active, can overload these tissues, resulting in soreness, micro-tears, or even injury. This is where isometric holds become a crucial tool for seniors. They allow tendons to experience tension without the friction and repetitive strain associated with movement. Isometric exercises create a controlled, static load on tendons that stimulates collagen production in a gentle yet effective way. Tendons respond to tension more slowly than muscles, requiring sustained stress to trigger adaptation. When you hold a calf raise at its peak position or a standing quadriceps contraction, the tendon experiences steady tension that signals the body to reinforce and strengthen the connective tissue. Unlike rapid repetitions or high-impact exercises, this form of loading is predictable and safe, giving the tendons time to adapt to stress without the risk of overextension or abrupt strain. The result is improved tendon stiffness, where it is beneficial, and elasticity where it is needed, which translates into better joint stability and reduced discomfort during everyday movements. Beyond structural reinforcement, isometric tension improves the coordination between muscles and tendons. The body functions as an integrated system. Muscles generate force, tendons transmit it, and joints receive it. If the tendon cannot handle the force properly, the joint absorbs excessive stress. This misalignment can lead to chronic aches, minor injuries, or compensatory movement patterns that decrease efficiency. By holding muscles under tension without movement, seniors train their tendons to participate fully in force transmission. The subtle, sustained engagement teaches the body to synchronize muscular output with tendon capacity, creating a more resilient and efficient system that protects the joints during walking, climbing stairs, or lifting objects. Isometric holds are particularly valuable because they allow for gradual progression. Tendons adapt slowly, and overloading them too quickly can cause setbacks. By adjusting the duration or intensity of a hold, an older adult can stimulate collagen synthesis safely. Even a modest daily practice of holding key positions can lead to meaningful improvements over weeks and months. Unlike dynamic exercises that rely on speed or external resistance, isometrics focus on internal tension and alignment, which are both essential for tendon health in an aging body. They allow seniors to work at their current capacity while still providing enough stimulus to promote structural adaptation. There is also a neurological benefit intertwined with tendon strengthening. Tendons contain sensory receptors called Golgi tendon organs that monitor tension and protect against injury. Sustained isometric contractions train these sensors to respond appropriately, improving reflexive stabilization and joint control. Over time, the nervous system becomes more attuned to subtle shifts in tension and balance, enhancing proprioception and reducing the risk of falls or missteps. The tendons are strengthened not only structurally but functionally, integrating safely with the rest of the musculoskeletal system. Through consistent practice, isometric holds offer a dual advantage for seniors. They reinforce tendon integrity while enhancing neuromuscular coordination. Tendons regain the ability to handle daily stresses efficiently. Muscles and connective tissues synchronize effectively, and joints benefit from more intelligent force distribution. This combination fosters greater stability, reduces pain, and lays the foundation for improved mobility and confidence in movement, allowing the body to navigate the challenges of aging with resilience and strength. As we age, one of the most subtle yet impactful changes in the body occurs in the communication between the brain and the muscles. Neuromuscular efficiency declines gradually, often without immediate notice, till everyday movements feel heavier, balance seems less reliable, and coordination requires more conscious effort. Each muscle is controlled by motor units, bundles of nerve fibers that transmit signals from the central nervous system to the muscle cells. Over decades, some motor units become less responsive, some fibers are recruited less efficiently, and the timing of contractions can become inconsistent. Isometric holds provide a powerful way to retrain this communication, restoring clarity and coordination that are often lost with age. When performing an isometric hold, whether it is a plank, wall sit, or standing quad squeeze, the nervous system must maintain a continuous signal to the engaged muscles. Unlike dynamic movements that alternate between contraction and relaxation, an isometric requires sustained activation over time. This sustained demand challenges the nervous system to maintain precision, strength, and stability simultaneously. The brain learns to recruit the right motor units at the right time, and the body begins to regain its natural rhythm. Over weeks of consistent practice, the efficiency of neuromuscular communication improves, and movements that once felt awkward or unsteady start to feel smooth and controlled. This improvement in neural coordination has profound implications for balance and safety. Many falls or missteps in seniors occur not because of muscle weakness alone, but because the body cannot respond quickly or accurately enough to shifting forces. A small imbalance or unexpected surface requires the rapid engagement of multiple muscle groups, coordinated across both sides of the body. Isometric exercises train the muscles and nervous system together, creating a feedback loop that enhances reflexive control. By holding a position against resistance, the body learns to sense and adjust tension in multiple areas simultaneously, improving proprioception and postural awareness. The feet, ankles, hips, and core all contribute to this system, and sustained tension allows the nervous system to practice integrating signals across these areas without the risk of sudden strain or injury. Another aspect of neuromuscular improvement lies in the fine-tuning of muscle endurance. Motor units that remain underused gradually atrophy or slow down in their responsiveness. Isometric holds stimulate these underutilized fibers continuously, which enhances their stamina and responsiveness. This is especially important for seniors who may experience fatigue during extended activities, such as walking, standing for long periods, or climbing stairs. By training the body to maintain tension efficiently, the nervous system coordinates energy distribution across fibers more effectively, allowing muscles to sustain contractions for longer periods without excessive effort or trembling. Furthermore, isometric training supports the integration of smaller, stabilizing muscles that are often overlooked in conventional exercise routines. These deep muscles, including the intrinsic core muscles, hip stabilizers, and scapular stabilizers, play a critical role in maintaining posture, joint alignment, and dynamic control. When these muscles are recruited through sustained holds, the nervous system strengthens its ability to control them in everyday movement. This refined communication reduces compensatory patterns that often contribute to stiffness, pain, or instability. Over time, the combination of sustained neural signaling, improved motor unit recruitment, and enhanced proprioception creates a system that is both strong and responsive. The muscles are not just stronger, but smarter. They respond with precision to the brain's commands, stabilize joints effectively, and contribute to fluid, balanced movement. Isometric holds are, in essence, a dialogue between mind and muscle, a way for the nervous system to reestablish its authority while teaching the body how to move safely, efficiently, and with confidence. As we age, posture becomes a silent determinant of mobility, stability, and overall comfort. Many seniors experience forward-leaning shoulders, rounded spines, or uneven hip alignment without fully realizing how much these subtle shifts affect daily movement. Poor posture is often the result of weakness in the body's deep stabilizing muscles that are small, hidden, and frequently neglected in traditional exercise routines. The glute medius, the deep core muscles, the rotator cuff stabilizers, and the scapular muscles play crucial roles in maintaining alignment, supporting joints, and controlling balance. When these muscles weaken, the body compensates through surface muscles or skeletal adjustments, creating tension, stiffness, and restricted range of motion. Isometric holds offer a unique solution to awaken and strengthen these foundational muscles, gently yet effectively. Unlike dynamic movements which often rely on momentum or larger, more visible muscles, isometric exercises allow the deep stabilizers to engage fully. A side leg lift hold, for example, activates the glute medius and stabilizes the hip, teaching the body to maintain pelvic alignment during standing or walking. Similarly, a scapular squeeze hold strengthens the muscles that anchor the shoulder blades, reducing forward rounding and improving upper back posture. By holding a position without movement, the nervous system is encouraged to recruit these stabilizers consistently, reinforcing proper alignment at the joint level and throughout the kinetic chain. Over time, this leads to more efficient and balanced movement patterns, even when performing dynamic tasks. The benefits of improved posture extend far beyond appearance. Proper alignment reduces stress on joints, tendons, and ligaments by distributing forces evenly. Stabilizing muscles are weak, joints absorb disproportionate loads, contributing to discomfort in the knees, hips, shoulders, or spine. By holding positions that target these deep muscles, isometric exercises teach the body to absorb and redirect stress intelligently. For instance, engaging the core while performing a standing or seated hold stabilizes the spine, protects vertebral discs, and allows the limbs to move freely without overloading the lower back. The body becomes more resilient to the minor shocks and uneven surfaces encountered in daily life. There is also a neurological dimension to posture training through isometrics. Sustained holds demand continuous communication between the brain and stabilizing muscles, enhancing proprioception, the body's sense of position in space. The brain learns to detect subtle imbalances and activate the right muscles to maintain alignment. Even when the body is under external stress or performing complex tasks, this improved awareness reduces the likelihood of falls, compensatory movements, and chronic tension, creating a foundation for safer, more confident mobility. Isometric holds allow seniors to train these stabilizing muscles without the need for heavy equipment, rapid movement, or high-impact exercises, all of which can pose risk after 60. Small muscles that often escape attention in traditional routines can now develop strength and endurance in a controlled, safe manner. The result is a body that moves with better coordination, a spine that maintains its natural curves, shoulders that remain open, and hips that provide a stable base. Over time, these subtle yet profound improvements in posture create a cascading effect. Joints experience less stress, balance is enhanced, movement becomes more fluid, and energy is used more efficiently. Through the gentle but deliberate practice of isometric holds, seniors can awaken muscles that have been dormant or underutilized for decades. The body relearns alignment, stability, and coordination, reinforcing proper posture from the inside out. In doing so, mobility is restored not just superficially, but fundamentally, because the foundation of movement, the deep stabilizers, has been strengthened, retrained, and fully engaged. Fear of falling is one of the most profound challenges that many seniors face, yet it is often invisible until it limits daily activity. Balance is not merely a function of strong legs or good reflexes. It is a complex orchestration of muscles, tendons, joints, and the nervous system working together to maintain stability. After 60, even subtle declines in sensory input from the feet, ankles, and hips, or small delays in neuromuscular signaling, can make standing on one leg feel precarious or stepping onto uneven surfaces intimidating. Isometric holds offer a safe and powerful method to rebuild the body's balance system by training muscles to respond continuously and precisely under controlled tension. When performing a single-leg stand hold, for instance, dozens of muscles fire simultaneously to stabilize the ankle, foot, knee, hip, and core. These are often tiny muscles that are easily overlooked in traditional exercise routines, but are critical for detecting and correcting shifts in body position. The sustained contraction required by an isometric hold forces these stabilizers to maintain alignment, which strengthens their endurance and improves their responsiveness to subtle changes in weight distribution. Over time, the nervous system becomes more attuned to the body's orientation, enhancing proprioception and the ability to react quickly to perturbations or unexpected movements. Proprioception, the body's internal sense of where it is in space, naturally declines with age, partly because nerve endings and sensory receptors become less responsive. Tendons and ligaments that relay positional information may stiffen, and motor units controlling stabilizing muscles may recruit less efficiently. By holding positions that challenge balance, seniors stimulate both the muscles and the nervous system to work in concert. The brain receives constant feedback from these sustained contractions, learning to coordinate muscles in ways that reduce wobbling, improve steadiness, and prevent falls. This type of neural retraining is slow and subtle, but the cumulative effect is significant, providing the body with a quiet confidence that cannot be achieved through hurried or repetitive movement alone. Isometric balance training also reduces reliance on compensatory patterns that can contribute to stiffness or injury. Many seniors unconsciously shift weight to stronger or more comfortable muscles when their stabilizers are weak, creating imbalances that affect gait, posture, and joint health. When holding a position that challenges balance, these smaller stabilizing muscles are forced to engage, teaching the body to distribute weight correctly and maintain alignment. This reduces strain on larger joints, improves movement efficiency, and supports a safer, more coordinated response during everyday activities, such as walking on uneven ground, climbing stairs, or reaching overhead. Beyond physical benefits, practicing isometric holds for balance has a psychological dimension. Confidence is a key factor in mobility. Seniors who fear falling may unconsciously limit movement, which leads to further weakness and reduced coordination. By consistently training balance through controlled holds, the body learns that it can remain steady even under challenging conditions. This builds self-assurance and encourages greater participation in daily activities, fostering independence and quality of life. The practice is deliberate, slow, and mindful, allowing the nervous system and muscles to adapt together without undue risk. Over time, the combination of muscular endurance, refined neuromuscular signaling, and enhanced proprioception creates a body that is both strong and responsive. Isometric holds train the stabilizing system from the ground up, integrating ankle, hip, core, and spinal muscles into a coordinated network that senses shifts, maintains alignment, and prevents instability. Seniors gain not only physical steadiness, but also the quiet assurance that their body can respond intelligently to everyday challenges, transforming fear into confidence and reclaiming freedom of movement.